I'm going to be giving you 3 keys to a Chicago Bears victory over the Carolina Panthers. By the way, if you are new to the channel, please like the video. Please subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports weekly. We don't want you to miss a thing, so make sure that you hit that bell. Now, Chicago Bears going in versus the 3-2 Panthers. And listen, even though the Bears are 4-1, we've got our own struggles, right? And this Panthers team is nothing to just laugh about. It's not one of those teams you can just look at and be like, we really ain't got to worry about them boys over there. No, you got to worry about them. They're doing some good things, especially Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, he's completing about 73% of his passes, and that's why my first key, get the pressure up front. That pressure we saw versus Tom Brady was beautiful. It caused Tom Brady to really struggle in that game versus the Chicago Bears. That Bears front really held the GOAT to 1 touchdown and 253 yards, really keeping him contained in that game. And that's what you're going to have to do against Teddy Bridgewater. Listen, this is a guy who's able to come out. He finds his favorite target, Robbie Anderson. If you're able to get that pressure up front, you can slow these guys down. I need to see that front helping out those guys on the back end. Listen, those cornerbacks, we can talk about the mistakes that Jalen Johnson has made, Kyle Fuller has made, Eddie Jackson missing tackles, the linebackers missing tackles. Ooh, Roquan was missing some tackles, wasn't he? But at the end of the day, if our goons up front do what they're supposed to do, if we see that Robert Quinn sighting, if we see the Khalil Mack that we saw last week, if we get Nakeem Hicks in that backfield, then that just makes things easier for everybody on the back end. And I think that that's going to be the key to the Chicago Bears really getting a victory here, slowing down Teddy Bridgewater, keeping that pressure in his face, possibly making him use his feet, and of course at the end of the day, getting the sacks. We gotta finish the plays, and we did that last week. Before I continue with the video, I want to know your thoughts. What are your keys to a Chicago Bears victory? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be down there talking with each and every one of you. Key number 2, you gotta stop the run. This is something that the Bears have struggled with all season. We allowed Ronald Jones to snap off on us last week, and that was just unacceptable. I mean, he went for 106 yards. He's getting 6.2 yards a carry. We have to step up on this run defense. This defense used to be somebody that teams were afraid to run on. Right now, we're not looking good. And this is a Panthers team that loves to run the ball. I mean, even though they lost C-Mac, Christian McCaffrey, to injury, Mike Davis still putting in work on the running game. So it's not something that you can just be like, McCaffrey's not back there, we don't have to worry about it. No, you have to still stop the run with this team. If you're able to make this team a one-dimensional team, if you're able to make Teddy Bridgewater a one-dimensional quarterback, that's how you get to him. The reason that this Carolina team is still doing as well as it is, above 500, because they've never become one-dimensional. They've been able to move the ball not only through the air, but also on the ground. And that just makes Teddy Bridgewater's job so much easier, because if you got defenses on that back foot, listen, he's got the weapons down there to make things happen. And if you're worried about the run coming and he's able to drop something off to Robbie Anderson over the top, that's how this team is able to beat you. So if we're able to stop the run, make the Carolina Panthers one-dimensional, we can come out of here with a victory. And I'm talking about a big victory, because I don't know if Teddy Bridgewater can beat you with his arm alone, especially versus one of the best pass defenses in the NFL. And key number 3, this is the game, Matt Nagy. This is the game. If you're going to prove everybody wrong, offensive line, this is the game that you have to get the running game going. That is my 3rd key of the game. You got to get this running game going. This is one of the worst defenses when it comes to the rush on the season. They are allowing well over 130 yards a game. That is 25th in the NFL. You should be able to run on this defense, and you should be able to commit to a run on this defense. This is one of the teams that you have to get David Montgomery going against if you have any commitment to the run at all. And listen, also because this is one of the teams that as well is a top 10 team in pass defense. They're going to be on top of a lot of what Nick Foles is going to want to do. They've really not allowed a lot of chunk plays over the top. They've more so allowed the little dink and dunks down the field, which seems to be Matt Nagy's favorite thing to do, so that might work to our advantage. But if you're able to get the run game going versus Carolina team, and you're able to become a 2-dimensional team, now that RPO system works. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it, but it's an RPO system, run, pass, option. If you just got the PO, I'm gonna be PO'd, pissed off. Come on now. I think this is gonna be the biggest key to the Chicago Bears ending up with the W. If they can get this offense moving, this could be a game where the offense wins it for you if if you're able to get this run game going. If we only have Nick Foles' arm to rely on through the entire game, it could get tricky. It could get dangerous because this Carolina Panthers pass defense is nothing to laugh at. But as always, I want to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. What are your keys to a Chicago Bears victory? I'll be down there talking with each and every one of you. I am going to get up out of here. This is your boy Pat the Designer, back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Peace.